May I come in, sir?
Yeah, come in. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for attending this mock interview. Please introduce your name and engineering major first.
Well, good morning, sir. My name is MD Jamil Ahmed Sayem, and currently I am doing Masters in Mechanical Engineering in University of Wollongong. Also, I have done my bachelor's in Textile Machine Design and Maintenance. Uh, they are giving me degree in Textile Engineering, and this was about 4 years course. Yeah, that's the short summary of about my education. And if I say about my early career, uh, I have interdisciplinary engineering experience. For example, I was a merchandiser in multinational company, and also I was a maintenance engineer there. I have done this as a part-time job because they offer me, as my bachelor's was in machine design and maintenance. So actually I worked there as a maintenance engineer, and about 10 people work with me, and they are from technical background. Yeah, that's all about my education and work experience in short.
Okay, Sam. It's nice to hear about you. Let's say, how might you be misunderstood by others?
Well, sir, after coming to Australia, I have experienced something like this. For example, I got a job, and this was in Lenovo CFS Center, where I need to install the Lenovo laptops before they are going to any customers. The work was under ACT government, and I was happy to have this job earlier after coming to Australia. So the work was actually installing the laptops with the code, and I got the job because I had Python and OpenCV experienced. But when I got start coding with the Lenovo laptops, and this was actually first time in my life, I never did something like this. My supervisor, who was my immediate supervisor actually, he teach me the codes, but not uh, under go through like this code is for these directions. He didn't tell me something like this, so I just memorized the codes, and in the meanwhile, when doing the codes, I did several mistakes, and for this he figured out me as a slow and not the efficient worker. For example, he said me that useless casual work or something like this, which hurt me initially. But after reflecting on this, uh, I figure out that what mistakes I have done from myself. For example, I didn't uh, actually recognize the code perfectly, and I didn't understand what is the code for which directions. For these mistakes, I made the mistakes, and I had a hear up from my immediate supervisor, and after that I work upon my mistakes, and I eventually got the code and realized the code. For example, it firstly it takes 10 minutes to do the whole code, and after realizing the code, it was like just 1 minute to go through this. So this was the experience there where I misunderstood by my supervisor. Yeah.
Can you describe a situation where you had to consider how an engineering system or solution would impact different groups or people? What professional skills did you use?
Well, for example, I already mentioned that I have multidisciplinary uh, graduation skills. For example, I am a textile engineer, and again, I am done this textile engineering specialized in machine design and maintenance. So I need to do a lots of work with the machines, not only the textile or the fabric. For example, my thesis was upon the shade matching system of fabric. So actually, we are matching the shade after of the fabric after when it come from the machines. So what I did, I installed a camera into the machine, and the machine used to take the photo of the fabric. Then it matches the shade with the buyer ones, because buyer, we need to follow the buyer uh, what they need. Like buyer will give you a shade of red color or yellow color, I need to match the color with the buyer ones, the sample one. So this needs technical skills, like I need to go through Python, OpenCV, and coding, and also I did C++ for uh, simulation and doing a network diagram inside it. Also, I need to do the managerial uh, procedure, for example, project management MS project, because in order to make this whole machine, I need to go through a managerial systems, like who will work for which section and how will it go through a system. uh, Yes, for this, I would say I have gone through several interdisciplinary engineering systems. Though I have done my bachelor's in textile machine design and maintenance, but yet I did work with the machines, I did work with the codings, I did work with the simulation and other technical skills. So I think a engineer should explore all the fields, because without exploring all the fields you can't connect yourself with others. So that's the reason I explored the other fields, and I find myself comfortable with any engineering field I deal with. Thank you, sir.
Yes.